The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Took everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under the flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down all my drills, it is old news.
Hey guys, how are you? Give me just a second. Let me fix my chair. Okay, like why am I all the way over to the side? Oh, I know why. Okay. Hello. Okay. Y'all, I had to fix my chair. Today's my birthday. Okay, April. Okay, April. Happy birthday, April. Pisces. Okay. Actually, my brother's birthday was 2 days ago. It wasn't Tamar's birthday, it was yesterday. Tamar Broxton. Okay. And Peyton had her birthday earlier this month, right? So happy birthday to all the girls out here. Okay. Happy birthday to everybody, all of our wonderful Pisces. It's Pisces season, right? Happy birthday, everybody. What's going on? Let's see. Hey, Sweet Aces. Hey, Old Man Johnson's Farm. Hey, K Blueberry. Okay, you guys asked about this video yesterday, and it had just posted, so I was just like, let's not. But let's get into it today. Maybe Sis is talking about her relationship, and we love a good relationship trauma dump video. Why not, right? Let's get into it. Okay. You guys asked for it. You guys asked for it. So I said, baby, why not? Okay. Let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Okay. What else is going on? I think that's Jasmine and Liv have court today. Court could be over. I don't know. If there's any boots on the ground, let me check my email. Hold on. Let me ask. Okay, so real quick, let me say something. Someone asked me about Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives and maybe some lawsuit she's in. I've been looking high and low. I haven't found anything yet. Still pending. One of our sisters asked me to look into Chrissy and her baby. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm like thinking to myself, if any of you guys follow the radio stations in Atlanta, did Jim Jones pose for a picture in a radio station? I'm not saying anything more than that. Shamar was on the radio yesterday at some channel, I think in Atlanta, and I think Jim Jones was there. I was like, what an odd matchup. But anyway, I don't know. All right, so let me see. Let's see. Am I there still? Let me know what you think. Okay, I'm sorry for the delay, but that question went very well. Anywho, okay. I was checking to see because we might have some. Oh, we got some boots on the ground. We'll see. I didn't have a lot of detail other than court was today. So I don't know if that person who's boots on the ground was able to make it or not. You guys know the person who it doesn't matter now because girl, if they might be pulling into the courthouse, whatever, but and they won't be listening to me. But anywho, the person who got us those good shots when Liv and Gerard were in court, and our good sis who was in the hallway waiting. So I don't know if we're gonna have some boots on the ground today or not. But if we do, I'll let you guys know. I was just checking my mail to see if I saw anything, but not yet. Okay. Let me check my inbox though for that. Let's see, girl. It's the cross pollination of my inboxes for Real Talk and Love Lies and Lace Fronts because it's real. It's like to okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Um hold on a second. Okay, let's see. Did my connect you guys are so funny. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, hold on. I will definitely get okay. Okay. But I don't know. Okay. Mm. Did anyone know what time court was supposed to be today? I don't know. Okay. Let me see. I don't think I have anything. Okay. Somebody's asking me for some they are some boots on the ground. It's probably over. Where them things at? Okay, it was supposed to be today at 9:00. Let me send this person a note back. She might have already made it, but it was today at 9 a.m. But it may not have been called yet. I knew I wasn't gonna be there, so I wasn't really sweating it. Okay. I don't have the address for any of this stuff. Ugh. Okay. I'm sure. Okay. Oh, okay. Just a second, guys. All right, this is a live update, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. We got some boots on the ground. Hey. Uh, uh, Where them fans at? Is that just a internet? Well, it's not just a thing online, but I feel like everybody who is on social media knows all about the boots on the ground dance, and then people who are not active on social media are like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Um, okay. Let me give this person a chance to answer me back, but they were saying something that no, it was changed. They got to up. Well, I'll find out. I guess either the court date changed, the court changed it, so I guess it's a different date, so it's not today. Um, all right, I'll find out and then I'll let you guys know before we're done. Oh, April 9th. Okay, April 9th. Okay, got it. So court was not today. Court is now April 9th for Jasmine, and not today at all. Okay. Okay, Team Boots in the Clouds, okay? All right. Did you guys know this? Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Did you guys know that court is not today? Court is not today, according to the good sis, which all of you are good sisses, but according to this, yes, it was rescheduled for April 9th, and we have some boots in the clouds, okay? All right. Just like I'm your good sis on the boots in the clouds. We got Boots in the Cloud auxiliary partners out here who are doing the good work of the YouTube streets so we can get what we need and we can see what we need to see. Okay. See what we need to see when we have to see it, and it's on some Boots on the Clouds. Okay. That's it. And that's all. Okay. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much, sis. I'm assuming sis is listening, but I was typing to her in Instagram. Okay, let's get over here. Keesha said her fiance has warned her about something. Baby, what? I don't know. I don't know. But let's find out, okay?
What's wrong with it?
What them
Can you check
things
the
at?
batteries?
Yes,
What's wrong with it?
it's probably dead.
Girl, how many of you guys well, not every remote in my house has a missing back, but girl, those missing backs on the remotes are real. If you got kids, baby, they are gonna tear up a remote very quickly. Okay. I need to find a better setup.
Probably
I'm
did.
not
Well,
loving
these
this setup.
actually have to be thrown away if they don't work anymore. You guys, when I say I'm so sick and tired of going through batteries, it's like batteries are super expensive for one, and we have 3 kids and 2 adults and a house full of gadgets. So I'm super excited because I actually have the journey.
I was like, I feel like a commercial is coming on. Uh, uh, We're not gonna watch that. We're not watching any commercials. We're not watching no commercials. Okay. All right, let's get straight to the talk. Let's get straight to it.
I just dropped off Journey and Jaya to school. I decided to let Jory stay home. She came and got in bed with me last night, and she was already, they've been passing the germs back and forth. What's my thing so loud?
Ma'am seems troubled. Why is she seen down in the dumps?
No, I do not know how to work my own car. Like I just know it. Like I be pressing stuff, and it's like I'm just now getting the car for the first time. I just don't understand it. But I think I can pull that now. 7:42. Oh, y'all. Someone DM'd me. I just saw it. She actually DM'd me.
Oops, my bad, y'all. I was trying to figure out why my headphones are playing in my Bluetooth and not in my, and I clicked the wrong button. My bad, y'all.
I got my chapstick, y'all.
Sis is giving low energy, but okay.
But someone had.
Jesus, girl.
Y'all. Someone DM'd me. I just saw it. She actually DM'd me maybe a week ago. I don't remember the date of the DM. I don't even got my chapstick, y'all. My lip gloss. But someone had DM'd me. And before I tell y'all that, Jory got in bed with me last night, and she was coughing. And they more strict with pre-K students, like being
Testing.
Okay. Than they are with everybody else because of like Georgia lottery programs. Like they have like strict rules. And you can't be absent if you're sick. But my thing is, like, even when I try to push the girls to go to school, when they're not feeling their best. Because right now, Jai is still wearing a mask. She still has a little cough, but she's still wearing a mask just to make sure. And then Journey's teacher gave her a mask last week, and then she told me on Monday she was good. So, Jory, she went to school, and her teacher said she was okay. She did cough a little bit, and then today she just, after she got in bed with me, I was like, she just doesn't feel her best. I'm not about to sit here and force my child to be uncomfortable and then potentially get other kids sick.
Can y'all
Because
hear
that's how
me?
they're getting sick
Okay.
when, unfortunately their peers whomever are sick. And then, how that spreads. If you're a mom of kids, then you totally get it. If not, then this is going over your head. Because you can only do so much, even with all the herbal remedies in the world. Like, if other kids are just extremely sick, and something is always going around. I don't know what it is here all of a sudden, but it's like every time I blink my eyes, something is going around. So anyways, I'm headed to the store because I need to go grocery shop. Good news, I went under contract last night. My listing is live, and 2 of my buyers should have their pre-approvals today. We've already found houses, so I should be going under contract again. It's been a slow start to this year, but patience is key.
I mean, we can
So here
tell
we
it's
are.
been a slow start because, ma'am, it isn't giving that you've been selling any houses. You're doing courses. You are telling us about all of the people who are financially I mean, I just can't think of another term other than like struggle bus. You are telling us about all of your struggle bus clientele, and God bless all of them, but at the end of the day, it's not giving real estate mogul. Okay, it's giving it's giving a little bit. Okay, like it was giving. Is she still selling real estate? That's what it was giving to me. Remember we were all talking about that? Okay, you guys can hear me just fine. It was weird. I'm not going to even talk about it, but anyway, my audio was coming out of my Bluetooth headset, but it's really supposed to be, and it was coming out of my microphone too. I've got plug in to my microphone. And anyway, it weirded me out because I was like, how did I set this up? Because I couldn't have set it up like this if I'd wanted to. But anyway, I fixed it. Anywho, it's giving musty mongrel middle. Wow, gee whiz. Oh my God. Okay, it's good.
And then I'll just be preparing for my webinar. If you have not purchased your seat yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but you need to purchase your seat. It's $30, and I can't want it for you. You have to want it for yourself. Like, I can't make you guys, and I'm not even saying that you guys aren't in a good place financially or something like that. This is just not for people who are like struggling, so to speak. I don't want to call it that, but just for lack of a better word, this is for people who like even have income, have steady flowing income, but want to take it to the next level. There's nothing wrong with doing that, because the income that you make from social media can literally invest into things that you never even imagined. I don't want everybody to be in a sense of complacency. I know that there are a lot of people like us who are extremely complacent, who don't travel, who don't have the opportunity to do this. Or
Do white people not know that when black people turn their wrist on one side, like we're trying to like clue in, we're talking about us type thing? I mean, that is just, girl, stop it. You may as well just say what you mean. Say it. Go ahead and say it. Okay? Just say what you got to say, ma'am. Okay? Girl, you think they hadn't figured out that code yet? I'm trying to figure out what she's even talking about.
do that or whatever, or be able to do certain things for our kids, for ourselves. Like, once you become a parent, it's like all about the
Skin
kids. So
folk.
you
She's
no longer have time for
acknowledging skin
yourself.
folk.
Like,
Okay.
there's people who I know who are my age who've never been to a spa, who just can't go out to a nice dinner restaurant, like just so many different things, or take their kids to these different type of activities, or put them in different organizations.
No one, yeah, I agree. There's a certain level of someone who puts a value on the information, materials, the level of professionalism, all of the things is going to set a price accordingly. Absolutely. So the $30 would be like your little box lunch. It would be, like you said, the buffet, or they're catering from somewhere and you're going to have a nice little cute, a cute box lunch, and you can pick from like Caesar salad or the chicken breast sandwich type thing, right? Mhm.
For extracurriculars, or get them a tutor to teach them another language.
She's doing this so low. It's so low energy. Are you guys getting the vibe of like extreme low energy? How are you going to sell? Let me just be quiet. Let's
The
just watch
possibilities
y'all.
are endless. So
Let
even
me
if
shut
you
up.
are comfortable where you are, push yourself past your limits, because you don't know how far you can go. And when you trust in God with your whole heart, I promise you, the possibilities are endless. So I'm not sitting here saying.
And also, she's trying to volume. She's trying to volume it up. So she's trying to make it cheap to stack seats, which is a strategy that Peach uses. But Peach will sell 1,000 seats in Zoom and make a big bag. Okay. So she's trying to go on volume and okay.
And that every single person who takes my webinar or watches my webinar is going to be rich overnight. What I'm saying is I have tools and I have resources to make you a six-figure earner, whether you are a content creator, whether you are an influencer, because they're different. They're different, and I may have to re-break those down when I do the webinar. Whether you are a business owner, a small business owner, whether you work a 9 to 5 and you're trying to figure out like, how can I make social media extra source of income for me, and I don't really want to be involved, I have those ways to do that. Whether you're trying to figure out like, hey, well, I kind of am getting the ball rolling, but I don't have brands reaching back out to me. I don't know where to look for brands. Like, how do I connect with these brands? Most people can't work with brands because you're waiting for them to inbox you, and the reality is where we are now, unless you are at your peak with social media, they're not going to reach out to you. So what happens then? Do you give up? No, you have to reach out to them. And then the problem is you don't have their contact email. I do. I have it. And I'm going to give it to you guys for $30. So I don't know when this video is going out, probably the end of the week. I'm not sure. Or it could be tomorrow. As a matter of fact, a vlog does have to go out tomorrow. I just want you guys to really take a chance with yourselves. Take that chance with yourselves. It's $30. And now I'm going to get off that topic. Back to what I was saying about a key. So I think nobody's behind me anymore. Y'all, I'll be the courteous one. And I do know people have work and they have other things they need to get to. Whereas me, I have like a little bit more flexibility to like wait for cars to pass, because it's 7:48. The girls went into school at 7:32. Well, we got here like 7:20 something. But Jaya, sweet Jaya, she was sleepy. She did not. I share the girls' highs. I'm very emotional today, y'all. So I fear I will be crying with it. I'm just gonna pre-warn y'all. I'm very emotional, and I'll tell y'all about that in a second as to why. But I always share the girls' highs with their education. The girls are doing really good academically. They're all excelling in class. Like, their teachers speak very highly of them as students. Unfortunately, Jai was out of school 2 or 3 days last week, and she was sick, unfortunately, and I'm pretty sure that had a lot to do with it. We did get her, like, her teacher, I stayed in constant communication with her. She gave Journey her school materials, so she did do all of her schoolwork, and she's kind of like I said, advanced in her class, so most of the schoolwork comes like very easy. She just gets 100s on everything. Her teacher has now decided to introduce vocabulary tests. Journey's teacher has not, but Jai's teacher has, and it's 10 words and 2 bonus words, and then bonus sentences as well. Jai fell short of my expectations this week, and I was very hard on her yesterday. So she was not supposed to have iPad privileges. She got a 78. And if it was not for the bonus, she would have even had a 78, but she got a 78 nonetheless. And really, she would have got something less if her teacher wasn't giving her grace with one of the words, because the word was began, and Jai spelled begin. And, I was just a little frustrated with her because we did go over like began and begin a lot. And I stressed her because every time I gave her a mock test, she kept writing begin. And I just kept telling her, baby, when you want to write that, I put that A, began. And we do a lot of sentences. Like, I'm gonna probably give y'all some of my methods of how I teach her words. Because like I said, her first vocabulary test, she got
Oh God, here we
she got the
go.
hardest word of the week. And the only student in her class, the word through. She was the only one to spell it correctly. So when you go and you spell words like said incorrectly, when you go and you spell words like learn incorrectly, I'm gonna be hard on you as a parent. And I had to be hard on her, and I had to give her some tough love. My expectations are A's, not even B's. And like I said, it is controversial sometimes to talk about these things. I don't mind sharing it because look how I turned out. My dad was the same way. He did not accept B's, especially not from. At some points, he did start accepting it from my brother. He just understood as a parent, like that was my brother's best, if you will. And not at everything, but he just didn't learn like me and my sister. My sister naturally excelled with stuff, so she got a B. It was like, okay, how did you miss the mark? Like, what happened? So he had very high expectations of me and my sister. It was very seldom that it was okay for us to come home with a B. Definitely not acceptable for a C at all. So for Jaya to get a C, you know, she had straight A's last semester, and I stressed on her, like, you want a phone? I'm not giving you a phone if you don't get straight A's. I agree. I made an agreement with her that I would consider getting her a phone for her birthday this year if she gets straight A's this semester. Now, clearly, she still has first grade semester to go through because she will be back in school before then. But we're not even going to introduce the possibility of a phone if you are not getting A's. Now, if I start realizing like that's just her height, like that's just her peak of her performance in school, then we'll have a different conversation about that. But I know Jaya, and the thing about it is I give her a little, like I said, I'm gonna have to, when she gets home today, I'm gonna go over how I teach her words. But I gave her,
No one cares how you teach words. It's flashcards. It's a piece of paper. Let me tell you something. It's a piece of paper. You write the name you write the word at the top of the page, and you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You put to 25. You get a nice sharp, 2 sharp pencils, and you sit at the dining room table, and you are going to do what? You're going to do 1 through 25. You're going to practice your penmanship. You're going to practice your lettering skills. You're going to practice your time management because you want to get on that TV or the game or you want to do something. So you're either going to get this done as fast or as slow as you want. And then you're going to spell the words. Okay. That's it. You can't over teach a kid. Give them a piece of paper, make them write it 20 times, make them stand there and tell you the word, have them spell it, something like that, and give them a break. You can't sit and park for hours on sight words. Give them an opportunity to make it a lesson. They shouldn't take longer than 30 minutes to sit there and write something 20, 25 times. Make them feel proud about it. Have them use it in a sentence as like began, began. She began to do her homework. Began, and hand you the paper. And then the next day, you do it again, or you review, you create a little notebook. And every time they work on a word that was hard, it's in their notebook. And then they can review their progress. Then they build a little portfolio of work, and then they're proud of that. You have to give them something to be proud of and not shame them for getting it wrong. You have to empower them, number one, to do some hard work, which is sitting and doing lettering and writing, but also give them an opportunity instead of stressing them out. I mean, I feel like it's good to hold kids accountable, but it's not good to stress learning or punishment learning, because then you can have a situation where you got kids who don't like to go to school because they feel stress and pressure around it rather than enjoy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, I used to love to go to school because that's really where all my friends were. I enjoyed going to school every single day. I would like the weekend. I couldn't wait to go back to school. You know what I mean? Um, some kids love school, some kids don't. Hopefully, you know what I mean? For her, I don't know.
her a song specifically for the word learn. So I was very upset when I saw that was misspelled, y'all. I was like livid. And then she sang
You were livid over a misspelled word? Girl, you need to get you some business.
song all the way home from school.
You need to get your back cracked by your man.
This ain't the time. Like, this ain't the time to be. And like I said, I'm sorry, y'all, but I gotta push my kids. Some parents, they may be okay. Like, oh, you know, this is hard work. You know, this is big.
Well, I'm saying that, like, not, you know, I'm sure all of you guys have kids that are excelling at whatever they're doing. At the end of the day, if you create a positive environment around your kids and learning, you'll have honor roll kids, and you will have National Honor Society kids. You will have kids going to good schools. You will have kids interested in their career and growth and all of those things. Also, awards and rewards when that report card comes, let me tell you something. Farrah is always adding. Farrah, she's not gonna leave any coins on the table. Sis is like her mama, okay? Sis is already adding up her coins of what she's gonna learn, of what she's gonna earn based on what she has learned. Okay. You might need to start getting that wallet out with those coins to make the kids like want to get an A because they want that money, okay? Or they want whatever it is that they want, like the phone.
No, baby, you made an A, and I know you have the potential to do it, and it's just simple mistakes. I can't accept simple mistakes. Now, if she would have misspelled the word through on her vocabulary test the first week, then I would have been okay because that was challenging, and it wasn't that like I gave her a little song for the word through as well, and I guess they worked because she remembered it. But I also saw her 3 times before she took her test when we were at home practicing. 3 times when I told her to go over it, I saw her just have her paper in her hand doing what she wanted to do. Like she got too comfortable for me. I guess she felt like, oh, well, I got this, or I don't really need to study that hard. I got an A the first time. I'm gonna remember it, and it doesn't work like that. I learned by repetition. I learned like Jai learns a lot like me, so I teach her like how I learned and how it was easy for me to learn, and that's how she's able to get these A's. So with that being said, Journey, since she doesn't have to learn these words and has not been introduced to any vocabulary, when Jaya is done with her words, I do make Journey study so she knows how to identify the words. I am going to start giving her spelling tests. It's just been a lot going on these last few days. We've been busy with so much stuff, so I will probably start her spelling test. I don't know. We got cheer. We're going out of town next week, so I gotta probably when we get back. But she is able to read all the words because Jai has like 30 words at this point. So Journey is definitely like being able to recognize and read. And even Jory is picking up the words because she's right there listening to what I'm saying to them. Because even Jory's so funny, y'all. So as soon as I got upset with Jai about the word learn, I was like, what was the song, Jai? What was the song? And Jory gonna say, LEARN, learning with my friend. See, that's why I need to be in kindergarten and you need to go back to pre-K because I know how to read and spell and you don't. Jory is such a hoot. But anyways, yeah, so that's just that little update. Okay, now on to the heavy stuff. I gotta finish it off, y'all. So one of my keys DM'd me and she sent me like a long message. And oh, y'all, some of y'all DMs, like I randomly will click a DM because I get so many sometimes. So I'll just be like, oh, I'm overstimulated. I can't read all this at once. So this morning, I actually just went to my DMs and clicked it. I clicked a random DM. And I think I can see the bottom part. And I think it said, I hope you read my message. Or I hope you saw my last message. So I was like, let me click and see what this person was talking about. And she was pretty much talking about forgiveness and like how I talked about forgiveness in my vlog a while ago and how important it was and just kind of like how God wants us to forgive and this, that, and third. And when I tell her, she was just like, I really appreciate it. I've been having some struggles with forgiving. And when I say like I needed to actually read that message again because I'm still struggling. Like when I say Jeremy, it's so hard.
let me just say something real quick. First of all, there's something, look, we're going to listen to this, but there are some things that is not for everybody. I hadn't seen this yet. There's some things that are not for everybody. And girl, if you have not dealt with your demons regarding this man, what are you getting married for? Because you guys know what I'm going to say. Marriage makes good relationships great and bad relationships worse. If you are still pissed about that baby, about the young man, baby, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you other than have fun. Have fun with that. Okay? Have fun. Because that young man is going to get bigger and bigger every day. He looks just like Jory. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all say whatever. When I see August and Jory by each other, they are obviously family. Okay. The boy is gonna grow up and look more and more like his daddy. And you're gonna be more and more triggered. So you better get over it. You need to let me be quiet because I'm not trying to give her any advice. But at the end of the day, little homie August is a pastel. I don't know if that's his last name or not. His last name might not even be Pastel, but his daddy is, and he looks like them folks. Okay. He looks like them folks. Okay.
To have been in a place where people or situations were such negative things in your life. And, you know, with forgiveness in some aspects, not in all my situations that I got to forgive, because some situations are easier than others. But I think I've been struggling, and I would love for y'all to chime in if you have anything to say about this. But in certain situations, like you start wondering, because I'm getting mixed advice. Some people are, you know, are like how Jeremy is. He's pro forgiveness, pro, you know, everything the way God would do it. And of course, that's, you know, that's how I want to live my life as well. But then there's some people who are like, you know, Keesha, you can forgive, but that doesn't mean you have to allow such situations or certain people or whatever in your space anymore. Like, you can forgive in your heart and just close the chapter for good. You don't have to let it back into your space. And then Jeremy, he has ulterior, like not ulterior, but a different viewpoint of all of that. And I don't really want to get into, because like it's a lot of stuff. Like I said, when you're doing the work constantly with God, it's an everlasting process. So I never was thinking I was going to wake up and just be holier than thou and just miss saved and sanctified and out here to tell everybody else, be like me, do like me, I'm better, I found the way, you should too. Like, I never thought that would be like that. But I did think that once I knew and accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior, and knew, like, some people don't really know the gravity of their decisions on earth. Once I knew that, and I said, if I don't move like God, I will be going to hell. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I just thought like I was gonna always be able to put that in my head and say, all right, Keesha, you're not moving like God. You die today, you're going to hell. Like, and it's not that deep, but it is that deep. Because it is that deep. And some people don't take it like that. Like, even like some people have said things to me, and I some people may think I'm being funny when I message them back if I do say something. Sometimes I don't, and sometimes I do. But I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have probably, not a lot of y'all, but a few people, or maybe it could be the same person, I don't know. They've seen me say that, like, you're choosing to align yourself with the devil. Watch your actions. This is my warning to you. God is speaking through me to you to let you know, you keep moving like this, you're going to be in hell. And I'm not being funny, I'm being so serious, because sometimes you just need that wake-up call, because you don't have people in your life who give it to you. You don't have those reminders. You don't have that self-awareness. You don't even have that true relationship with God to know the gravity of your actions on earth will inadvertently affect where God places you. It's going to affect it, whether you like it or not. And it's not where you can, if you have the opportunity right before you pass away to know you're about to pass away, it doesn't work where you could just, oh God, I'm so sorry for everything I did, and please put me in heaven now. Like, it's not going to work like that. It's going to be too late, especially when you have people like myself who warn you and tell you, and you had 50 million warnings. Now, God definitely said in the Bible, like Jeremy like to remind me, honey. He love to remind me, and he know how to quote the Bible much better than me, y'all. I'm getting there, but there's part of the Bible when somebody was asking God, like, oh, or Jesus, like, how many times, like, I already forgave him 7 times. How many more times I got to forgive him? And they said, forgive 7 times 77. In that same day, you need to be forgiven over 400 times in that day. Like, who are you to say that you're not going to have grace when you want God to give you grace? You want God to forgive you or open his heart to you, and you can't even do that to his child. These are all God's children. So we don't have that. We don't have the ability. No, we have the ability. Wrong word. We don't have, I think I still got like a few minutes, but we just don't have the power to do what we want to do and get away with it. So when it comes to forgiveness, which is a very true test of your faith in God, it is very hard sometimes to truly. My phone already ringing. It's 8 o'clock. Who's just calling me? Hello.
Hello, this is the appointment center calling. This is a notification for Keesha Anderson. Got your request to inspect 346.
That's for my inspection for my under contract. But yes, you have to move with a sense of urgency when you find who God is. And it is something you have to break yourself down every single day. Every single day you have to break yourself and remove yourself from your wicked thoughts, from your unhealed heart. You gotta, like Jeremy tells me all the time, like when I'm struggling with the forgiveness, or I'm like reminding him like of this or that, he's like, baby, you gotta unharden your heart. Like, why your heart so hardened? And it's y'all, that's why I said I feel like I was gonna cry.
So Jeremy says to you, why is your heart so hard? Baby, it's the double gaslight for me. He asks you why you so sad. He's asking you, you want to argue? You mad? You big mad? He doesn't know why you mad, why you big mad. Come on now. Jeremy don't know why you big mad. Has he said, baby, I'm sorry? Baby, I was out here doing the most with my ding-a-lang. Did he not say, baby, I'm sorry? I did the most. I've done the most and the least all at the same time. Has he even said, girl, it's like a double gaslight. It's like, I don't even know what you call that. Girl, it's the finesse of the gaslight. It's the double finessing for me. Is that what he actually said? Why your heart so hard? Baby. I would think he would know the answer to that question, on top of just being Coco Loco. But he should know at least part of the situation. Okay? A mess. A mess. But let's continue to listen because I'm here for this true confession.
No, I'm really gonna try not to.
This is my
like
confession.
it is so much harder for me
Okay.
to do that than I thought it was gonna be. I thought, like, I felt like a couple of weeks ago like I was doing good with it, and then God starts putting you in situations and starts making you uncomfortable. And God has been making me extremely uncomfortable. And I had to like talk to Jeremy about it, and he was just like, "Baby, you gotta unharden your heart, and I'm here to help you do it. Like, we're in this together. Like, we're both unhardening our hearts. Like, we can't be like that. God wants us to move like Him and live."
Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Girl, he's asking, let me tell you something. Life doesn't have to be so hard. It really doesn't have to be so hard. But considering the fact that you have 3 kids with this man, even if you moved on, ma'am, you got 3 humans that belong to him. Even if you went somewhere else and found somewhere else, you still are tied to this man through these churn. Okay. And he has a human out here that's not tied to you. They're tied to them girls, but they're tied to another woman. Okay. Okay. Mm. Baby, this is the type of unconditional. This is the test of your agape. And I don't know what kind of church they go to, but I would think that they are a church that is, teaching that agape. And if that's going to be your husband, girl, you better get real familiar with that term, because you're going to have to figure out very quickly, am I going to be right or am I going to be lonely? Okay? Because you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it with all that. And if he's already telling you like, why your heart so hard? Why yo this so that?
And His will be done. Like, we have to make it to heaven. And it's just such a task, y'all. So I just wanted to let y'all know, if you are struggling like I have been struggling, hell, maybe I need to tell Jeremy to go lead a nice little prayer for us, because what he says, like, it pushes me way, like, even more uncomfortable. And I think I kind of woke up uneasy because we were texting last night, about it, and Jeremy has just literally been having, I don't want to say it like that, like he's just kind of been like, oh, being a soon-to-be wife is a big eye-opening thing for me, because Jeremy in his boyfriend era is not how he is in this fiance, soon-to-be husband era at all. Like, and I appreciate it so much, because we have to be equally yoked. We have to be able to move on one accord for the greater good of God. But I can really admire him, and oh y'all, like I can really, really admire him in his, like, there are some people who have really hurt Jeremy or have done some really nasty things to Jeremy. And when he told me about it recently, my first response was not of the devil, or anything. I don't want to say it was like of God, but it wasn't from an evil place. It was just kind of like, okay, well, X, Y, and Z, like, like, don't worry about it, and he's just like, no, babe, like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's okay. Like, and I'm like, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not. And I'm like, do we have
Keesha, you're spiteful. You are a spiteful, vindictive woman. And what I'm hearing her say which I don't know that this is what she's intending to say, sis, you're not ready to be a wife yet. Anybody can go downtown, anybody can walk down an aisle, anybody can sign a paper, but to make this thing do what it does and really to have a marriage, you have got to be willing to, it's a team effort. It's a team effort. And it's a putting of your ego to the side. And it's not, you're still spiteful. Everything is not worth a reaction. Everything is not worth an action. Everything is not worth a debate. Everything is not worth an argument. Everything is not worth your attention. That's called growing up. I don't know what Jeremy is doing, not doing, but it sounds like Jeremy, she's seeing some different growth in Jeremy, whether it's accurate or not. This is what the story she's telling us today. It sounds like she's hating a little bit because he is progressing faster than her. And what you need to do is, if you're recognizing that he is making some strides faster than you, it's time for you to fucking grow up. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up.
we have to accept mistreatment or people doing things to us and still have such a big heart to them? Like, do we have to do that? And I'm like asking him, like, to teach me, because I need to know. I need to understand. And I know y'all probably like, because I'm not telling y'all specific situations, which I won't. It's our own private business, and yeah, but it is.
Girl, you're telling us enough. Okay. Girl, you can always tell more, but at the end of the day, girl, you're telling a lot of your business right now.
It's very commendable to see him have such a big heart when it comes to certain things, and where I'm still struggling. And I told myself last night, I need to make an executive decision to choose God each and every day intentionally. And you will tell God when you're in a place of happiness and peace, or in a sense, getting what you want in life, blah, blah, blah. You'll tell God all the things you want to hear. Like, oh, God, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yes, God, do. This is going to be that. And he's like, okay, bet. Okay. Boom. Okay, let's see. And when God tests you,
okay, Taylor.
when God
He was
tests
laying
you
in that putty cat. He laid up in that putty cat
to really see if you're really about him like you said you was, it's very humbling. And it made me realize, like, I still have so much work to do. So much. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. I have so much work to do.
So finally getting what she wants, which is a marriage proposal and being a bride to be, or in this fiance period, It's making her feel inadequate. Look at that. Look at that. You know how you get promoted at work and you're sitting in your office or your new cubicle and you're like, am I going to be able to handle these projects? Am I going to be able to step up to the plate? Am I going to be able to sit at the boardroom, or am I going to be able to sit in that meeting and lead the meeting when you feel a little inadequate, right? Um it's natural. Everybody doesn't feel that way when you've been, and I don't mean promoted as in, don't take that too deep because some people feel away. But when your life is changing and you're doing different things, right? And you are elevating in your relationship on this particular track. Some people might feel like elevating in their relationship is moving in together. That's your business. You know what I'm saying? This particular situation, these two are supposed to be getting married. This girl, I think, is feeling a little inadequate, unsure, and not and uncertain, because obviously she's seeing some things that Jeremy's doing that are making her feel inadequate. They're making her feel like he is progressing and he's maturing or he's changing and I'm not there yet. She better hurry up. You better hurry up, sis. Cause what do they say? The train's getting ready to leave the station and you bought the ticket, you called, you got the information, the train's at the station, you bought the ticket is in your hand. It's time to get on the train. And baby, the train will leave the station without you. Okay? The train will leave. Sometimes you gotta be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Keesha might have been very happy standing in her relationship complaining because she likes to complain. She likes to find fault. She likes to emasculate. She likes to single out this man's son. She likes to do a lot of things that are not becoming of somebody who wants to be a wife and make actual legal family with this man. This man has a son from outside of the relationship, and she's going to have to grow up. If you want to be with this dude, that's going to have to be part of it. You're going to have to suck it up. I suspect that she probably would have been okay if Jeremy had decided to ignore August for the next 10 years. She probably would have been okay with that. But the fact that he's not, she's probably having a little crisis.
Because I don't want to say I'm failing the test, but I'm dang sure not excelling. And if I can have high expectations of my child to excel when it comes to spelling, then I need to have higher expectations of myself when it comes to living my life by God. Who do I think I am? Like, how do I tell my child, like, oh, you need to get this together, this and the third, and then I can't do it in the genres of my life that I need to be doing. Hey y'all, so I am
well, and also Ashley's not sitting up there talking about them at all either. You know what I'm saying? Ashley is minding her own business. She's not trying to mix and mingle with Keesha. She's living her own life. She got her own thing going on. And even if she touches on something just a tad, she's not getting into anything with that woman. And I'm sure she realizes now it's not even worth it. She lacks she definitely lacks self-confidence, and I agree with you on that, SV, in the relationship. This is going to be a hell of a ride. If she wants to keep talking about it, I'll be listening. Because yeah. Who is August's mom? Ashley, if you go back to yesterday, we went and looked at a party. The little boy who was having his birthday party, the mommy who was with him at the party, her name's Ashley, that's his mom, and she and Jeremy had a baby in between the twins and Keisha's youngest. Keisha was bedridden and gave Jeremy a hall pass to go out and handle business because she wasn't interested in having sex while she was pregnant. and he took that hall pass and made it a damn passport, and he was out there doing his thing, and girl came home with the baby. Okay, had a whole relationship, and so in a nutshell. You know, anything that Ashley's doing shouldn't have any effect. Anything another woman is doing shouldn't make you feel any type of way. It should make her feel more secure. It shouldn't make her feel less secure. It should be none of your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Because situational occurrences shouldn't have be any sort of factor in who you are as a woman. She's not ready for prime time. If it's all about Ashley having a boo, what if Ashley's done with her boo next week? Then it's a problem. You need to trust your man. You need to trust yourself. She needs to stop being so sour and salty and hateful.
Out here checking on, okay, nothing's over there. Checking on all of my plants, seeing how they're doing, and making sure they're not dying. It rained yesterday, so I didn't have to do anything. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Come again, this way.
Girl, wait till Draco comes out there and start
Draco,
eating
get
the
out of that water.
plants.
I'm just doing stuff. Jesus Christ, y'all. Where's my other glove? Oh, there it goes. But anyway.
Okay. Ma'am.
I have not had to water the strawberries literally since I planted them because it's rained like every few days and it was enough to kind of like pretty much sustain the strawberries. Should I check on the soil is nice and
Why would
moist.
they put
So,
sod on top
not
of
peeing
the?
in his non-pee spot? That's not even his pee spot. Okay, y'all. So I'm still a little
Because
worried
that
about
dog is gonna
the
pee all
cilantro.
over the
Remember,
place.
I did plant fresh seeds over here, so we're gonna just see in a few weeks if they sprout up or whatever. But the actual cilantro plant, I don't know if it's surviving this. Because before I even planted it, it was
That's
on,
what you get
it
for
was at,
buying starters. You should have
I
just
think
bought
something fell on it,
seeds.
and then it was like, as you guys can see, this is broken. So I might as well just take all this off.
Girl, you could have used that and made some guacamole. Girl, you should have just bought the seeds and kept it
That
pushing.
doesn't look like it's going to survive, but I'm going to try to be optimistic. But yeah, so the strawberries, I'm really excited about those, and the onions are downstairs. I don't feel like walking all the way down there. The rosemary, it doesn't take much maintenance at all, so I probably will not water this rosemary.
Girl, you better do something because it's gonna sit up there and dry. You could have that actually in the house.
And what else?
Rosemary doesn't have to be outside.
Draco, get out of that rainwater. That is nasty.
He loves
I haven't
it.
planted the dill yet, so I got to plant the dill and the carrots.
Girl, you better hope he's not out there going and finding all kinds of snakes and weevils and all kinds of stuff like that out there.
Shoot, y'all! I totally forgot about my freaking seedlings. I'm a bad gardener mom. I forgot about these bad boys. Let me go check on them. Draco, what are you doing? Here are my seeds, which are watermelon and
God, watermelon gets all over the place.
Wet. Y'all can see it's still kind of wet. So just praying y'all how you prop out that book because it's not really much sun coming in on here, so I kind of want to move it. But okay, now tell.
Draco, knock that thing down. Go ahead, Draco. Knock it down. Knock it down. Knock it down. Come on, boy. Come on. Knock it down. Still no kitchen table?
Draco's food. For those who are also curious about what Draco eats.
Yeah.
Meal prep by Georgia's finest, Miss Sandra Jean. Mother just said it was gonna last us for.
Yeah, we missed that. We missed that right there.
Did you put the chicken liver in there?
Yeah, I put everything in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we gonna.
You better put some rice or some quinoa in there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah, that's what we missed it right there.
11.
No, because you thought that.
There's 11.
I'm so happy you feeling better, my Funka Buka Spooka. With that shirt on backwards.
Yeah.
Y'all took a nap with you too, baby, because Mama was tired. Let me see if I can.
On the sweet potatoes on.
No, those sweet potatoes for us. You about to make us something else? What you about to do?
Bottom of sweet potato.
For who?
I'm putting it in.
He can eat that?
Yeah, you can eat potatoes.
No, you don't know.
Look it up.
Come on, eat. I'm like a radiant goddess.
That's okay. Let me pick it up.
Yeah, I got all these little packages that came in from Tina. Oh, is this a sponsorship? Oh no, this is a L'Oreal. Paris brandy. Oh, not brandy, but I know they just sent me this for free.
You can see that?
Hmm?
You just say.
No, I was knocked out. I was sleep so good. Oh, I was sleep so good.
Yeah, Mama was so crying.
I was knocked out, y'all. After I ate that breakfast, Mama was not. Baby, go get your water. My baby is feeling better. I'm so happy for my baby. She's feeling better. She needed this day off. She been on 10 since I got home, but still, she was feeling because even her teacher texted me, was like, yeah, she was feeling real down in class. Because last semester she wasn't sick, but there was like 3 or 4 days consecutively that Jory was not her best, and her teacher would just send me a picture and be like, look, Jory just wants to lay down, so we just let her lay down all day. And it wasn't like she was coughing. She didn't have a temperature. Draco, you better not be tearing nothing up in my house. Oh, y'all, Jory has a private for cheer. So I'm about to take her there. I need to make sure Jaya's words, her vocabulary words. Where's that sheet? I need to take her vocabulary words. I pretty much remember them. Me teaching her how to spell them, I remember them. Color, thought, make, two, color, thought, make, two.
Let me tell you something. Like I said, I got one of those marble composition books. And when Farah was doing sight words, she would get her list of words for the week, and then they had to use it in a sentence. I would, every time she got a new word, she would add it in her book, write the word 20, 25 times, come show me, use it in a sentence, spell it, and be done. By the end of the week, she had all her words written. She'd practiced them more than she would have practiced them at school, and she was ready for her test. And then every couple of weeks, they would do a test with like a lot of the words. Like they would do a mix up, maybe 2 or 3 from each week. Girl, she don't know what she's doing. She's trying to test her like it's for a damn certification. We don't have an answer for that yet, babe. I don't know what they're going to use it for. It's just sitting back there.
Jory, come on, she not sick. Yo, I look so good. Is it my skincare that I did or what?
Oh, bye.
Like my lips look plump. I want to get another. I probably.
Oh, trying to get a look at that little ring.
I did or what? Like my lips look plump.
I don't know what's going on with that.
I want to get another. I probably gonna. Ooh. Sorry, y'all.
It's giving very. I mean, I don't know what that is.
I'm probably gonna wait to until.
It's definitely giving. It's giving like one. It's giving multiple stones and a stone in the middle. It's giving like a big halo.
The wedding.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Hold on. It's definitely a halo. You see that? Boom, 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 boom. Oh, where's them diamonds at? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a cluster. It's official. It's a cluster. It's like 6 on the halo and 1 in the middle. Okay.
to do my lips again. Just subtle. Y'all know I just do subtle. I'll probably do it like 2 weeks before the wedding. We kind of have a
You
date.
can see it real good now.
When I say we, I mean me. Baby's just down. He's down for whatever I say, y'all. The only thing is like January, like we think we want to do it in this particular month. And now I gotta reach out to like different videographers to like video our save the date, take pictures for our engagement photos. I gotta look up some things. I told y'all are my planning committee. What are y'all doing? Who's on the planning committee? Because I need y'all to get with the program. Ain't nobody did nothing yet. Y'all ain't sending me nothing, doing nothing, texting me nothing. Come on, I need y'all to get with it. I need y'all in y'all services. So, well, I'm gonna take that back. But I don't even really consider her a key. She's like a friend now. But one person did reach out about my boxes for like my bridesmaids. But like I said, she's a key, but she's still a friend. Because a lot of y'all have grown real relationship with. But and I told Babe, well, I didn't even tell him. I'm doing him some groomsmen boxes so he can ask his friends. And I'm going to do the boxes because I know he'll just call them up. But I want him to invite his friends over. Whoever he says he wants it to be, I'm going to tell him. And I really, really want him to, you know what? That's what I should do. I'm going to throw Babe a cookout for Father's Day. And then tell him to invite all the people he said is going to be a groomsman, best man, or whatever, to that cookout, and then surprise him with the boxes to give to them. I'm going to safe and take his money to split it. Well, somebody got to pay for it. But
Say what?
And then surprise him with the boxes to give to them. I'm going to safe and take his money to split it. Well, somebody got to pay for it. But
oh God.
Yeah, we have started our wedding budgets. We have opened up an account. So I'm super excited about that as well. Well, we kind of opened up the account. We actually have to go into the bank to provide some documents, but that's neither here nor there. We have started the process. Okay. I love you. I love you so much. Or have even done like a sport and sometimes like you have a bad day. So she had a bad private, wasted my $100, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, and it wasn't a bad private. It wasn't her best, and she's learning these skills and she wants to move up to the next level, which I want her to move up to the next level because like I said, I am the most up here parent there is. If anybody wants to send your sister, if God puts it on your heart to send your sister in Christ a nice little cash app to donate to the cheer fund, y'all, I would greatly appreciate it because y'all, when I say y'all nieces are running me dry, like, oh my gosh, like literally so much money invested in cheer, and they're on different skills, like have different skills, they're on different this. And
I can't believe she's dry begging for cheer money and you're planning a wedding and you're talking about having barbecues and all of these things. If you can't afford to pay for cheer, baby, then you need to make some mature decisions based on what your wallets can hold. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, if you can't afford it, then you might need to open your own cheer clinic in that downstairs in that yard and teach them what you know. But if you can't pay for it, baby, you better apply for a scholarship.
they're on different that. Oh, it's time to go in there now, y'all. So I told you, I said, girl, if they bring you back out to my car one more time, I know something. Girl, I'm hard on you in all aspects. I don't play that. We ain't about to baby you. Not with my money. You better get back in there and figure it out. But yeah, so she was doing her back walk over and fell a couple of times. So now all of a sudden she's like over
Girl, Sylvan Learning Center, right?
Of course, I'm giving her mommy encouragement and like loving on my baby. But I also got to give her tough love and let her know, baby, you got to get back in there. Dust yourself off and try again. Please, because we're not going to, like, if you want to move up to the next level, this is right before the season tryouts. This ain't showing the coach that you need to be moved up. And I won't be able to fight against you. I'm not one of those parents who just, I'm gonna advocate if I gotta advocate, but if there's no ground to stand on, then I'm gonna have to just let it be. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I know it's gonna come down to age because Jory is very young, and some of the girls have to move up because they've aged out and they are the same size. And remember, I told y'all about if you're not an asset to the team, then they're not going to make you be squeeze you onto the team because your parent wants you. I'm up here feeling crazy trying to put this jacket on. But if you're not an asset to the team, or not even just like an asset, like Journey, she ended up having to stay behind because they didn't have a prep level. She was supposed to really move up to prep. She was ready for prep, but she had to redo novice because her and Jaya are the same size, and there was not enough bigger girls for that age to be lifting Journey. And Jaya had already pretty much mastered her back walk over a little bit sooner, so you're a little too late. She got it now, and she's aged out, so she will be moving up. But Jory, baby, you 4. You 4. So we only had one 4-year-old on our team this year. She turned 5 in the middle of the season, but still, like, you don't have to move up. So we're not at a gym where there are so many different levels. So you kind of just stuck where you stuck. So we just trying to hope and pray, y'all. Let me go in there and see what she's doing. I'll come back and let y'all know.
Y'all. Jesus help us. This is August mother right here.
There's a price.
I shared with y'all the video yesterday. There's Ashley.
That's why I never hour.
There's Jeremy baby mama.
And you can see them clothes gone.
Whoever asked about Ashley, that's Ashley. That's Jeremy's son right there. August. And Keesha got the vapors. Okay. Girl. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. Keesha, this is the season that Keesha got the vapors, baby. Keesha got the vapors. Okay. Ashley is unbothered and Keesha got the vapors. Okay. That's probably making her feel worse because she don't know what to do. Keesha knows how to do when folk being silly like her. But the fact that Ashley is really just trying to move on and live her life, baby, she don't know what to do with that. Keesha is really not on her grown woman. And Ashley is trying to do what's best for her son. Having her be in her feelings is not best for your son. Being in your feelings is not best for your relationship. Now, being realistic with what you got going on, that's just being real. If your situation is fucked up, it's fucked up. Period. This is a complicated situation, but at the end of the day, I don't know what I couldn't do it. I'm gonna be honest. I would not be able to do it. That's why your girl never had kids before I met this man that I married. And I don't have to deal with any other kids because he never had any kids before we had a kid. Okay. And, that's just the way it is. Some people can handle it. Some people can handle the his, hers, and ours. And I commend people for being able to do that. For me, specifically this situation, that you're in a relationship with someone and they bring, and you got to, the whole thing has shifted. I don't know. Would you rather the other woman be ugly or better looking than you? Ugly or somewhere on the universe where you don't think you're as pretty as another woman, or as equally as, I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around that. I don't care what another woman looks like. I'm gonna be honest. I think if I'm gonna be honest with you, Tiffy, it doesn't matter what a woman looks like. There are men who just will screw just about anything. And that might not be your man, but there are men out here that will have you scratching your head as to what? or they're just a complete slore. They do drugs, they do whatever the case might be. It really doesn't matter. Would you rather the other woman, and are you talking about the baby mama or someone that your man is cheating with? I just can't even put myself in that situation. It's hard for me to even answer that question because I wouldn't have a other woman being in my relationship. Now, if it's a baby mama, I'm not going to care because it's not an issue. You know what I mean? Um you got to carry yourself in a way that when sis pulls into your driveway and knocks on your door and drops off her kid to come to your house, that it's very respectful. It doesn't matter what she looks like. You know what I'm saying? How big her ass is or whatever. It doesn't matter. Your husband should be into you. And no woman coming to your door should make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And if your man is all that, then any woman that he has dealt with should be some degree of a bad bitch, including you. So you should never feel less than to the past, present, or future. You know what I'm saying? You got to stand on your own because what you got is special, unique, and cannot be duplicated nor replicated or anything like that. It doesn't matter what another female looks like. It doesn't. You got to be able to stand on 10 toes about you, what you got going on and how you make him feel and why y'all go to sleep together every night. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what they look like. They could look like the bottom of your shoe and somebody out there will disappoint you. Okay? It doesn't matter. I couldn't deal with I can deal with it. I'm not dealing with that. That's not something I would deal with. So I already know for me it's not even it wouldn't matter. But that's Ashley. That's the baby mom. She's insecure. You know, she's not even just look, this is what I think. It's not even just insecure about this marriage thing, this life shift is fucking with her because it's getting ready to it's your and then also y'all grown, y'all getting older. Y'all getting older, those babies are getting older. Um They understand things, they know things, they're gonna hear things. When they're over to your other people's house, people gonna be talking. You know what I'm saying? That's she actually went viral for that reason. Someone saw her at a bar and showed her behind the bar, Ashley. And girl, they tried to drag her. Some people were like, "Oh my god," and some people were like, "You're trying, you're reaching, you're doing this, you're doing that." So, um, mhm. Let's see. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what another female looks like. I think that particular aspect of the conversation, it really shouldn't matter because men are very different from us and the things that make them want to cheat on you sometimes have nothing to do with looks. The beauty of another female is really going to tap into your insecurity and how you feel about yourself as a woman. If it bothers you that somebody is prettier than you or their ass is bigger or their waist is smaller, that's when you need to take a look in the mirror and say, you know what can I do to make myself look and feel better? Do I need to lose 25 pounds? Do I need to go get my hair done? Are my teeth fucked up? Do I need to go activate the dentist? You know what I'm saying? Do I need to go ride the bicycle around the corner? So what? Another woman looks better than you. You can look better too. There's very few women out here that can't doll themselves up to look better. If you out here looking busted, it's time to get your shit together. Get your clothes together, get your shoes together, get your hair together. And if somebody out here makes you feel some type of way, that's what's in you telling you it's time to step it up. Step it up. I don't really believe in anybody looking better than somebody. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Ashley offered to fix Keesha up, but she declined. That's so funny. I love it. She just needs to move on. She's allowing the other person to live in her head for free. I'd never let another woman see me sweat and be fucked up about it. You know what I mean? I marriage is serious, girl. That's why people be walking down the aisle like, girl, people are having panic attacks walking down the aisle. Getting married is serious. Who is calling me? Hold on. Okay. Okay. You think so? Let's see. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's your birthday today or birthday when, India? Did you say it was your birthday? I think felt like someone else said it was their birthday today. Happy birthday, sis. I understand what you're saying. I was just that's just my opinion about Keesha and just in general. I don't know. I didn't make any assumption you were asking for yourself. I'm just saying in terms of the question in general. Um yeah. Do you think they will get a prenup? Girl, hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't you know what I mean? I don't know, Keesha. What do you guys think? I think that's a better question for you guys. I don't know if Keesha will get a prenup. Um, I'm gonna just say this too. If their assets are in both of their names, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. I don't know. If what they have right now is in both of their names, they may not feel like it's necessary. I'm not really sure. Maybe they would have a prenup in the event that they were to split. Who's going to get what? Are you going to make me sell the marital house? If we break up, Keesha gets the house, Jeremy will get an equal partition of equity or something like that. You know, how they will like figure out how mortgage would be settled. Like, are we going to, would we have to do a refinance within 12 to 24 months? Like things like that are possible. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what they have, what they don't have, if they feel like it's necessary, not necessary. Is everything that they have in both of their names anyway? That being said, is it necessary to have a game plan in the event we do break up? What's going to happen to what? And, like a fair and equitable plan, like a disaster recovery plan type thing. I don't know. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Is it today, India? I don't think I'm seeing your answer. Thank you. Okay. Verena, too late for a prenup because they've been living together for years. Uh yeah, I don't know. They've been living together for years. They already have some things purchased together. From what we see, what's online. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Indy. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you get spoiled up. I mean, they could do a prenup. Well, they're not married, so it would still be a prenuptial agreement since they're not married. Just because they've lived together doesn't, you know what I mean? Um, so they would make a plan based on prior to the marriage. After the marriage, I don't know what they're gonna do. And you can do a post nuptial agreement. I mean, really, I think if you're not if everything is already owned by the two of you, then it could be some sort of if we were to break up, this is what's going to happen. Like, I'm not going to make Keesha sell the house. If we have equity in the home, she can buy me out, or I want $50,000. I want, we want this, that, and the third type thing. Who knows? Girl, he would probably be crushed. Do you any of you guys watch Validia? Um, she was with the guy Nero. Do you know who I'm talking about? They were a van life couple. Let me see if I can find them. We've gone to their channel before and they broke up. They were on the road. They got off the road. They bought a homestead property in Georgia and she ended up getting pregnant. Um right after the pregnancy, she was having like bad postpartum. They got into it, they broke up. He went living on his own. They had a daughter, and then next thing you know, they've gotten back together. They've had another baby, and I don't know what they're doing now. She used to be called Earth Mama Medicine. Do you guys remember her? I wonder if I put in Earth Mama Medicine, is she going to come up? There she is. Validia Organica. You guys might know who she is if I show you her page. You guys know her? Validia, I don't know what's going on over there. I feel like they grew apart through pregnancy. It was some mess. It was some mess with her and her boo. But they just had another baby. I feel like did they break up again? I don't know what's going on with those two. But that's her boo, and they were van lifing and driving across the country. They were doing like house sitting, all kinds of stuff. There's Aura, and then the new baby right there. They're a nice looking couple. They bought a house with a bunch of land. They're cute. Yeah. They kind of fell off, YouTube in a way. They started a business, so they kind of worked their business. But as far as like vlogging, I think when the relationship fell apart, but she kicked him off the homestead. When they broke up, he was really messed up because they bought that house together. But the house was in her name. When the channel got popular, it was in her name. And when she cut him off, he started his own channel, started making his own money. I think for him, the lesson is, you know what I mean? Like having everything in her name was probably a bad move. But I don't know what they're doing now. But yeah, she made him leave the house, everything. It was sad. I felt bad for him. Um, you shouldn't be with anyone who doesn't want or respects you. Absolutely. That's not a relationship. That's crazy. I don't know if she's ready. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know this woman from a hole in the wall. But I don't think she's ready. I don't think. I think if she's already having an identity crisis from the car, talking about forgiveness, baby, you got to work it out. And also, as a married woman, you need to learn how to keep your mouth shut a little bit. Okay? Can I get a witness on that? You got to learn how to keep your mouth shut just a little bit, and not tell all of y'all's business. But if she wants to be on social media, tell her business and then be mad when something um is said that you don't like. Oh well, you know what I mean? Mm-mm. I haven't seen that. Let me see. Let's see. Let me drop my TikTok, by the way. Um, what's it? Just under Keisha Kaylee proposal. Keisha Kaylee proposal. All right. Let's see. Which one are we talking about here? Which video? Is it any of these? T Talk, when you get a chance, let us know which one, because I don't know which. I don't know. Is it this one? Not enough prayer in the world. Another YouTuber is dead at 26. Ooh, let me look for 1 second. Okay, that's too bad. That's sad. Mm. Oh, events by Cece. She put up TikToks. How much does getting the ring mean to you? She literally waited at the door for the cue. The acting was terrible. Mrs. and Mrs. Oh, because Jeremy's the wife too. I get it. Ah, that's funny. Miss Sandra always got something to say. The lady holding the wine glass. Okay. Why'd I think that was it?
4 kids. One is actually not yours. Cheating, lying, late nights. What would you do? Hurry up. Think fast, girl. Think fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. I need answers. Keep in mind, you've built a pretty successful brand, have a nice following on social media. Overall, you're just really that girl. But your significant other has taken you through the ringer. You've always wanted a successful relationship. You've always wanted to be married and have your happy ending. Just so happened this past week, February 13th, he actually asked you to marry him. You finally got the ring. Would you say yes to the proposal or no? For me, it's going to be a no. Hell no. No, 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 no. Let's talk about it. A certain YouTuber that I watch has finally been proposed to, and she is happy to have received her ring. Watching her proposal video brought back so many memories of what I previously went through. I want to let this creator know that you deserve it all. You deserve your happy ending. You deserve the family, the man, the success, and the ring. Ultimately, you do not deserve that man. You don't deserve him. As a silent watcher and supporter, I have watched you from your very beginnings, okay? When you were still a nanny, you was in college. That's how long I've been rocking with you. And I don't say much. I don't say much because there's a lot of things that she does that I personally would not do. But I resonate with you as a Scorpio woman. I know exactly what's going on in your mind a lot of times. I know exactly why you may have took the route that you have taken with this particular person, especially once you are to conceive children with him. I 100% get it. But I want this message to be given to every woman, you, myself included. Just because you dealt with this person for 8 years, you dealt with his drama, you dealt with his lies, you dealt with the outside baby, and as of today, he wants to convert his life to Christ. That does not mean that you have to be content, that you have to still stay with him, that you have to now even think about marrying him. I'm going to say it again. You do not deserve him. You deserve the family. You deserve the man. You deserve the ring. You deserve the success. You deserve the peace. You do not deserve that man. Crazy enough, YouTube also suggested his videos. I was able to see the other aspect of the proposal. Listening to him reaffirm and confirm his love and devotion for you, it brought flashbacks of someone who knows what to say, how to say it, and when to say it at the right time. Things that he said in that video, sweet, awesome, beautiful. But that's exactly what you should be saying now that you have been in this position. Now that she has been forgiving you 1,000,001 times. Now that she has taken away sex from you. Because she also shared it as well. Yeah, it sounds wonderful. But those are just words. And it's been proven to you many times. I'm not sure if you have the right community around you. And I do understand that your proposal was filmed and now it's out there publicly. So maybe you did not want to deny the proposal because he also didn't propose to you in an intimate setting, which I thought was very peculiar. I understand you did not want to deny it in front of everyone, but you don't deserve him. No woman deserves him. I'm going to end this video with a podcast that I saw. Kurt Franklin was in the video and he was speaking about marriage. Specifically, when a man decides to value and enforce monogamy upon himself, and the very first time he has tried to do so would be within that marriage that he's going to proceed with, 9 times out of 10, that marriage is going to struggle, if not ultimately, possibly, maybe fail. That resonated with me so much. A lot of times, men have spent plenty of years from the time they were teenagers to the time they're about 40 years old. They have spent plenty of time being a womanizer, playing games, breaking hearts, and a lot of it for fun. And one day they have this epiphany where they want to be on their righteous path, okay? I'm not even saying that they're trying to be on a religious correct path, but just trying to be a better human being to other women. In that time, that is the very first time, if not first, probably no more than the 5th time they have tried to be an honest man with one person. Every time it typically fails because you have not practiced honesty, loyalty, monogamy for many years. You can't be doing XYZ 1, 2, 3 for the last 8 years, and then on the 9th year, I'm better now, I'm going to be a better man. No, it's going to take a lot of hard work. Please do not think that his journey of learning Christ and being on the up and narrow for the last 6 months, and now that he's asked you for your hand in marriage, that he has changed. It's going to take time. If you are going to continue this engagement, don't let these people force you into walking down the aisle. Don't let these people build you up to believe that you need to now spend thousands on a wedding and do all the shebang. Don't do it. Use this time to make him work. Work. If you're going to deal with him, he's going to have to work. Work. For all my other ladies, if you said no, leave it at that. Walk away. This is his first time trying to commit after being a serial cheater, liar, manipulator, heartbreaker. You don't deserve that. No woman deserves that. So, ladies, take this as your biggest sign to walk away and get what you truly deserve. Bye, girl. 8 years, 4 kids, one.
Okay. I mean, I heard what she said. I think she's right. I think we've all said that in many different ways. Um Keisha's going to say you are not a real supporter. You must be a secret troll. At the end of the day, this thing has got to play out. If Keisha wants to play this whole thing out, she wants to experience marriage with Jeremy. She wants to have the same name with her kids, and she's willing to, by hook or by crook, to handle that business. She's not going to be successful because she is not one with herself in a mature way to be able to handle what's getting ready to come her way. That's all I got to say about that. As far as the deep seated feelings of Keisha deserves better and all that other stuff, like I said, I don't know her. I didn't go to elementary school with her. I didn't go to college. And I also don't care that much. I'm just saying from the outside to the inside, as far as what it takes to make it work with another human being in a thing called marriage, is that you got to step up and be mature. You got to step up and be outside of yourself. You have to stop being a baby. You got to stop being jealous. You got to stop being a lot of things. Okay. And I don't see that for her. Can't even begin to guesstimate Jeremy. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. She want to let this play out on YouTube. We're gonna watch. We gonna watch. Let the girl get married. Let her get married. Let her spend her coin, and let her do what she thinks is going to advance her life. And we'll just watch, because nothing anybody says out here is going to convince her otherwise. Any of this commentary is just going to make her think people are hating. Girl, all the cooch cream she wants should have been girl, all the cooch cream. Okay, all that cooch cream. I believe she wants to prove she has had germ. Keisha has a very jealous spirit. That's number one marriage killer. Okay, that's the number one thief of joy is jealousy and comparison. That's why I was saying it doesn't matter what someone else looks like. To me, it wouldn't bother me either way. Because when you compare yourself, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with knowing that someone else looks good. But at the end of the day, if someone else looking good makes you feel bad, that's a problem. People looking good, feeling good, and all of the things, that should be motivation or just congratulations. If it takes you somewhere, if it takes you to hateration, baby, it's a problem. Love, absolute love. And I'm not talking about trip over your feet, goo goo gaga. It comes from love from within yourself, and loving yourself so much in not a puffed up type of jealousy way, but like that you love this person as yourself. You literally, you are family with this person. It's not just like making kids. It's not just oh, as married now. It's not that. It's like loving this other person as your kin. They are kin to you. They're not your brother, they're not your sister, but it's the relationship like that you saw with your parents or your grandparents or any other couple that you saw that withstood the test of time. It's very much of unconditional agape. That's what it is. That's the key to a what you love that person, you're gonna make it through a lot. You love somebody, you will make it through everything. If you really don't love that person, you're hot for that person, the person's sexy, You want to possess that person. You're trying to get back at a bitch. You wanted him so someone else couldn't have him. That's not going to help you at all. That's good. It's gonna run y'all right either to the sheriff's department or down there to the courthouse or both, or maybe to the funeral home. Okay. Okay. That's what that's gonna do. I liked what she had to say. It made sense for somebody who is mature and can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I what's her name? Michelle Renee. I think that she made good sense and I appreciated her commentary. I think she's dead on, but Keisha's not gonna be willing to accept that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to know that you know that you know. And you got to, I mean, I don't know. It's, so much of life at a certain point becomes very abstract. You know what I mean? Things can feel conceptualized, but when you just have it in your heart, um, the fact that she's coming on her social media to discuss some of these things is very much giving cringeworthy. I would be mortified if my husband had a channel and he felt that he wanted to go to the YouTube streets to discuss any of our business, baby, I would be pissed. Yeah, they either are going to thug it out or it's going to, you know, it's going to be what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting a whole lot. uh it's very much a powerful thing. It is. Girl, it's a baby crash out. It is. Thank you, she. And why is she speaking to a damn key or Don? Because there are some very look, okay, take this in the way I mean it. There are some very there are some YouTubers out here that don't have a friend in the world. Okay. Their only friends are making friends with you guys. And I personally, as a YouTuber, have met some wonderful people on YouTube. So it's not a put down at all, but it just seems as though, but I wouldn't, someone who's a friend, I'm not calling, I mean, I guess you could be a bougie gang sis and be a friend, but if someone's my friend, they're my friend. I'm not going to make it just seem like they're just someone online that I know. You know what I'm saying? They're not a bougie gang sis. They've actually crossed over to like friend confidant. I don't know. People, girl, I can't begin. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wrap my head around it's almost like she talking to Keys and Dons. I'm not surprised. The Keys and Dons keep her going. A Key or a Don could be them goons. That you know what I'm saying? She had a whole goon squad of people. So, girl, I don't know. Keisha is a girl, she's a mess. I don't even know what else to say. You guys already know who we're talking about here. So we can't apply good sense and good logic to somebody who has demonstrated time after time after time that that's lacking. Okay. There's no boundaries yeah. I think it's great to develop relationships and get really familiar um with people. You can meet great people online. People have gotten married, people have developed wonderful friendships, people have gotten best friends, sisters, all that kind of stuff, brothers from being online. And that's definitely very valid, but I don't know what that girl's doing. I'm gonna be honest. Me as someone who does reactions, reviews, and commentary, I try to keep a particular distance specifically from my subject matter. I don't know her. You know what I mean? And can't even begin to guess. She is weird to me and she seems very immature for a woman her age, especially a woman with 3 kids and supposed to be doing some things. She just really strikes me as very immature. And some of the things on her channel come across as very spiteful, vindictive, immature, things like that. But, you know, I mean, that's her. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm probably gonna see you guys. I might go over to Real Talk Bougie for a minute, but I have a 1 o'clock and a 2:30. So I could be live at Real Talk at around 3, but I'm gonna go over there for a minute. But I can't stay long because I got to get off by 1 o'clock because I have a meeting. So I might do a quick 30-minute because I don't want to miss this this meeting. But this was a great conversation. I love you guys. This is always good to talk about these things. I think relationship talk is beautiful because people need to understand. And also remember, guys, what works for me and what works for you. Like if we're kind of center, if you think of love or relationships as like a spectrum, and we are pretty much in the center. But what does that center mean? It could be anything, right? But you're happy, right? Let's look at love and relationships spectrum, and you're dead center, which means you're happy. Okay. You're not miserable off to the left, and you're not fucking crazy delusional on the right. Okay. You're just dead center, happy, content, satisfied, living in the zone, family, friends, everybody happy, all those things. It looks different for everybody, right? There's no golden rule of anything for any, because some people may be happy in domestic partnership their whole life. They may not have to make it legal. They may not have to get papers. Some people don't want to have babies. Some people don't mind having babies with no marriage, and they just have insurance. They have agreements. They know what they're going to do if there's some sort of problem, all of those things, right? So whatever people want to do, that's their business. But I think it's good to have these conversations because, just because I feel a certain way about certain things doesn't mean that I condemn people who are not doing things that I'm doing. It's just, this is what works for me and I'm an advocate for it. But if you choose to do something that works equally for you, that fulfills your life, baby, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? Because what I'm doing is not for everybody, and what other people are doing may not be for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I sit and watch people who are like poly, and I'm just like, what are they doing? How do they do that? Or what is it? Or like when you know what I'm saying? Just all different types of lifestyles, girl. That girl, she wants to play this thing out on YouTube, baby. Let her. Just let her. Let her. We just gonna watch. Sit on the sidelines and girl, talk about it. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later.
Right now because of him. A lot of my credit repair customers because of him. If Jeremy promotes stuff out of me, like anything that, because I do a lot of things out here, and Jeremy comes home every day or contacts me throughout his day with somebody, whether it be credit, like, hey, somebody's looking to do this, babe. I talked to them about you, blah, blah. Like when we close the deal, y'all see the closing video, but just still the point is he really, really, really values me, and kudos for doing what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm a mom, I don't get kudos for it. He's a dad, but just like to just do it without any question, just because he's just so and wants me to win. So whichever room he's in, every room that he's in, since I've gotten my real estate license, he's this very moment. Just the fact of the matter is, I know this is
Happy
this is
birthday, India. Have a wonderful day,
get to their
boo.
goal.
Thanks,
Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead into this condo. We're going condo, y'all. Look at me. I came to the Finchies to get some lunch. Babe had sent me some lunch money. I was like, let me.
And I might got a little deal for y'all people. If y'all, I might got a deal for the people without wheels.